The Owl House was Disney's first real step into representing the LGBTQ+ community in their media, but that might have also been the reason the series was inevitably cancelled. The series was one that resonated with its viewers, so you can imagine the shock when the creator announced that Season 3 would be its final season. Fans of the hit series quickly began to wonder why Disney would choose to get rid of such a popular series, and it would seem that all of the evidence points to a single factor. The beloved Disney series didn't match up with the brand that the company prides itself on being. The Owl House was an animated series that premiered on Disney Channel in January 2020. The show was created by Terrace, a writer, director, and cartoonist who was also responsible for the 2017 DuckTales reboot. Dana's most recent series focused on the supernatural adventures of Luz Noceda. Luz was a Dominican-American teenager who ended up discovering a portal that took her to another realm. The demon realm was home to witches and supernatural demons, and the human teenager was out of her element as she landed in the Boiling Isles. She ended up befriending a rebellious, outcasted witch named Eda Clawthorne, and despite the 14-year-old not having any magical abilities, she began training to become a witch and serving under Eda, the Owl Lady, as her apprentice. And it's at the Owl House that Luz ended up making a new family for herself in this strange new world. Over the course of the series, fans connected strongly to the main protagonist, especially as she began to explore who she was as a person. During her time in the Boiling Isles, Luz discovered many hidden secrets, which included a sinister plan that was created by Emperor Belos, the tyrannical leader of the Isles. And over time, her rival, a witch named Amity Blight, ended up not only becoming her friend, but the two characters shared a very well-developed romance.
Oh, crikey.
This was huge, not only for the series, but for Disney as well. It showed that Disney was getting ready to take a big step forward in terms of representation, or at least that's what it looked like.
The bones of the Isles.
Disney had never really represented their LGBTQ+ fandom in the past, at least not vocally. While other channels like Cartoon Network soared ahead with shows like Steven Universe and Adventure Time, which both aired in the early 2010s, Disney lagged behind. Other networks put their trust in bold creators that were not afraid to push back and wanted to begin exploring queer content, but not Disney. For a while, it seemed like Disney would only promote background characters that were members of the LGBTQ+ community when it looked good for the company. They never gave a character of that background a leading role in their shows or films, and even then, they weren't very open about their queer characters and their relationships, not until the Owl House, which is why it was such a monumental series for viewers. In an episode titled Enchanting Grom Fright, Luz felt compelled to help Amity, her former enemy, build up the courage to ask her crush to go to the Grom Ball with her. Showrunners shocked the audience when they revealed that Amity's crush was Luz the whole time. It was only the 16th episode of the series, and they already made Disney history by being the first show or movie to have a leading character be bisexual. After the episode aired, Terrace cleared the air on Reddit by confirming that the main character was in fact bisexual, and Amity, her love interest, was a lesbian. And it wasn't long before Lumity was officially shipped, and the budding relationship between Amity and Luz became the focal point of the next couple of episodes.
Always have a way of sneaking into people's hearts.
Extending into Season 2. And the creators didn't stop there. An episode of Season 2 named Eda's Requiem expanded the queer representation in the show even more. The episode was centered around a character named Rain Whispers, who is not only Eda's ex-partner, but also a non-binary character who preferred the pronouns they, them. Another Disney first for the series. People took notice of their use of LGBTQ+ characters, and over the few years that the show ran, it ended up gaining a massive fan base. But it ended up falling to pieces when creators notified fans of the massive change. In October of 2021, as the series was in the midst of its second season, Disney announced the cancellation of the Owl House. The show ended up returning for a third season, which is still in the process of airing as promised. But Terrace and the writers were forced to condense the final season into 3 episodes that have been extended to 44 minutes long each. As of now, only one of the 3 episodes has aired. When asked about Disney's decision to cancel the series, Dana responded on Reddit by saying that the decision was based on the fact that the Owl House didn't fit the brand of the Mouse House. And at first, she claimed that, as far as she knew, the LGBTQ+ content was not to blame. Terrace wrote, "While we have had issues airing in a few countries, and are just straight up banned in a few more, I'm not gonna assume bad faith against the people I work with in LA." But fans didn't buy it. Within hours of the announcement, multiple petitions had been created calling for the show to be picked up again. Fans also started calling Disney out on social media about their real motives for canceling the series. And it wasn't long after that when the truth finally came to light. While Disney hasn't outright confirmed they canceled the Owl House because of its representation of the LGBTQ+ community, fans did discover some interesting patterns in their content creation, like the fact they cast certain constraints their creators have to follow to fit in with the rest of the company and their vision. Back in 2020, Sam King, one of the directors that worked on the Disney Channel series The Ghost and Molly McGee, tweeted that she was given certain restrictions that she had to work under in order to have one of their characters officially come out. And though she didn't go into specifics about what those restrictions were, it's doubtful that they were loose. Even shows like Gravity Falls had to allegedly tone down their queer relationships. According to Alex Hirsch, the show's creator, he received multiple emails asking him to make changes to his show in order to match their expected audience. These emails allegedly were sent to him from Disney's Standards and Practices team, with one specifically referencing two minor characters in the series, Sheriff Blubbs and Deputy Durland. The two characters were both gay, and during a scene in the show, the two were supposed to be seen putting their arms over each other. According to Hirsch, that was too much for Disney, and they sent a message asking him to revise the scene, specifically saying, as noted in previous concerns, their affectionate relationship should remain comical versus flirtatious. When you look at the numbers, the Owl House is still one of Disney Channel's highest rated shows and has been for the past few years. This includes the first episode of the third season, which aired this past October and was trending all over YouTube on the day of its release. The show was a popular hit, but the numbers didn't seem to influence Disney's decision in the show's cancellation. Despite this, Dana Terrace tweeted her love for the support by saying thanks to all of her fans for giving the episode over 1 million streams in less than a day. Clearly, the creator of the Owl House was truly proud of what she brought to life, and being as proud as she was about her show, it wasn't long before she spoke out about her true feelings over the show's cancellation. Terrace made a comment about the show not fitting Disney's brand, leading to some pretty shocking reactions. Disney was already facing some backlash at the beginning of the year when Bob Chapek, Disney's CEO, didn't show any pushback towards the horrible Don't Say Gay bill. Soon after, Disney employees began spilling the tea after his failure to show his support to the LGBTQ+ community. According to the employees that worked at Blue Sky Studios at the time Disney acquired the company, they'd been working on an LGBTQ+ movie titled Nimona that featured a same-sex kiss. Apparently, Disney had an issue with the kiss, and Nimona quickly became a scrapped project. Even Dana Terrace spoke out against Disney in a video message on Twitter this past March, while announcing an online charity event that she was hosting named Be Gay, Do Witchcraft Charity Drawathon, which was designed to raise money for the LGBTQ+ organizations. She brought up her true feelings about working for Disney over the years. She prefaced the post with the caption, "I'm effing tired of making Disney look good." In the video, she explained that she used to have a very hard time coming to terms with her queerness up until the middle of her 20s, and went on to say that working for this company has made me so distraught, and I hate having moral quandaries about how I feed myself and how I support my loved ones. Her reaction left fans heartbroken for her, and with mixed feelings about the final episodes of the series. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments below.